I'll explain you the hardware architecture. These are the RFID tags. This is a virtual tag which we have created just to explain you how the system works. This is the RC car which we are using. This is one of the RFID antennas. Since our car can't take the payload of this antenna, so what we are going to do is we are going to hold this antenna over our car just to demonstrate our project, and we'll move and the person who is holding the antenna will move along with the car. In the actual system, this antenna along with the reader will be in the actual car. How this works is RFID tag is read by the antenna. The instructions go to the reader. You can see the serial reader. This reader is connected to the computer interface, and Vivek will explain you how the interface works.
Hello everyone, I am Vivek. I am going to explain now software interface of our project. Let's start what software we are using. Let's have a closer look. This is the software which we are gonna use, that is Infinity Cirit software. We got it from this, and we have different tabs like general, page. So let me explain you. Before we are gonna start the project, we'll have to first select the mode, and we have selected operating mode as autonomous mode because we'll have to get the data autonomously. And then we have selected antenna 1, as you can see antenna 1 here. Antenna 2 here. So this is antenna 2. So we'll have to first define which antenna we are going to use to detect the reader, to detect the tag. So we are going to use antenna 2. This is our antenna 2. And let's go to the to other tags. This is for tag performance. So we have set all things in default because we are not going to focus on the different performance parameters of the tag. This is tag management. So here also we can select the antenna, so we are going to use second here again. Macros and event handling. We will be focusing on event handling part much, and there are different parameters and different things in the scroll down box. As I have explained you about this event, like event.tag.arrive, it actually detects the tag and saves it in a different specified folder. So we have to define the folder here, and we have defined C event data.txt. So once I'll go to the C folder, once a tag is being read, it will create a event data.txt file in here. Now let me explain you about our executable files. So we have created an executable files. So once a tag is being read, we can simply run this executable files and define the same path as we have specified in the software. And once after defining the same path like C event data.txt, once I'll enter, it should actually perform the program. So in the next video, we are gonna show you how it is being read and how the program is being performed using RC car. According to the program, we have placed different readers here. This is for forward motion. The other tag is for right motion. There is the third one for the left turn, and here we go for the last one. So this will stop the car. So this is the final path, and now we are gonna show you how the car will be moving onto the path. Okay, let's start. Yes. This tag is for forward motion, and as you can see here, program being performed, and then it has the second tag is being read, it's taking the right turn, and this is the third tag performing the left turn movement of the car, and this is for halt. So it's actually stopping the car. Thank you.
this is the event data file which is generated in the C folder. This file stores the real-time data which is read by the reader. First line is the latest tag which is read. Now what we have designed in our C program is that it will read only the first line, that is the latest tag read, and act accordingly. So 2E was the start tag. This made the car to start. 2B made the car to take right. 2.8 made the car to take left, and 2.3 executed the stop function.